this morning I woke up, I woke up a little late. For the past 2 months, I've been working out on Saturdays, getting up at 7:30 a.m. to, just going to work out. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a struggle. And one of the students yesterday told me, Miss Indigo, you need to share your weight loss journey. Big ups to the student that told me that. And at first I wasn't going to do it. I was just going to wait till I finally some, showed more I guess, improvement that you could physically see that I've been losing weight. Because for the past year, I've been posting videos talking about losing weight, falling off, getting back on it, and sorry guys, this is going to be an emotional one. This is going to be an emotional video because I realized that it's not about just losing weight and changing. It's about a lifestyle change and dealing with some things that I have not wanted to deal with, that I just been kind of sweeping under the rug. And if you don't know me, I'll let you know. So let me just dry my eyes here a little bit. I didn't want to back out, so that's why I'm doing it live, because if I would have not did it live, I probably would have backed out if I recorded it and had it all edited and all beautiful and all that stuff. But giving it to you guys raw is the emotion that I'm going through right now. So that's how I wanted to do it. So if you don't know me, my name is Indigo from Los Angeles, California, residing now in North Carolina with my beautiful husband. And basically, I am, I feel like I woke up 2 years ago. It's going on 2 years ago. And I finally realized that I wanted to be on the purpose that God had for my life, that I wanted to, no matter how hard it was, no matter how hard it was going to be, I wanted to be able to be in a place where I could just be myself and be real and be what I felt God is calling me to be, and just be real, So I'm very faith driven, and I rely a lot on God. I put my faith in God. I'm constantly working. I'm constantly learning how to be a better wife. I'm constantly learning how to be a better indigo. I'm constantly learning how to be a better person, period. And I'm constantly striving to do my best in whatever God is calling me to do. So this is going to be a long one. So if you don't got time, don't click on it. If you don't got time, don't watch it, because this is a long one. But basically, I've been overweight all my life, and I've had spurts where I lost weight and I was on myself and I was feeling myself, and I was like, yeah, girl, you the bomb. You the catch me out. But it seemed like once I hit my middle 20s that my weight just kept going up and up and up. And last month I actually weighed myself, and I could have been bigger than this before, but I don't know. But I weighed myself before I started going to the gym, and I meant to bring that paper on so I could share that with you. But going into that gym and finally making up my mind that this time I'm not going to back down. This time, every day that I wake up, I'm going to work out. I'm going to try to be my best. I'm wanting to be healthy. And the whole reason why it spurred this time is because me and my husband, we've been together for, and I'm sorry it's all over the place, because I was even trying to think how I could prepare before I got on here so it wouldn't be all over the place. But I guess I'll just start with my story, right? Those of you that don't know me, don't know the story, my name is Indigo Metellus, and here's my story. We all have a story, and my story is that, I've just been dealing with a lot and haven't had the time to really take the initiative to take care of myself the way I should be taking care of myself. So, starting this year, 2018, I was like, okay, me and my husband, we've been together we dated for 4 years before we got married. So, April, we're coming up on our 4 years of being married. So, this year is our ninth year of being together. And in that time, we've only gotten pregnant one time. And that was when we were married for about a year. And I had lost weight for our second wedding because this was going to be with all our friends and family, and I wanted to make it into my dress. And when I first did the first dress fitting, I was a size 20. And I was thinking, like, oh my God, I've got so big. I've never been a size 20. Even though I see my body getting fat and I refuse to buy size 20 clothes, I am in a size 20 wedding dress and I cannot walk down this aisle in a size 20. And that was back in 2015. So, and I also promised my husband, I was like, before, he was like, the only thing I want you to do is look good for the wedding. So I started working out. I changed my eating. In 3 months, I lost 30 pounds. I was eating right. I was exercising. I was portion controlling. I was on 900 calories. I was calorie counting. I would do 2-a-day workouts. I was apple vinegar cider. I was no bread, no dairy. I was on it. I was killing it because I had a goal in mind, and that goal was to not be walking down the aisle in no size 20 wedding dress. So, went for the first fitting. I ordered a size 18 because I was like, I'm not going down no aisle, no 20. So I told the lady I'll get down to an 18. The lady was like, are you sure? I really wanted to order a 16. But she was like, are you sure? Brides say that all the time and they don't make it. And I was like, no, don't tell me what I'm not going to do, because what I am going to do is get down to this size dress, because I ain't walking down no dress in no 20, okay? So I started working out. I was killing it. My sister was living with us, helping me, training me. We was killing it. My baby sister at that, because my baby sister at the time had dropped like 100 pounds in like a year and a half. So I was like, I needed to be on that regimen that you on. So we killing it. We going to the gym. We doing what we got to do. We feeling good. We doing body pump. We killing it. So I go to the first dress fitting, and they're like, oh my God, they ordered the 18, like I asked, and they was like, the dress is too big. We still have time. We can order you another size. So, no, I ordered that 20. When I went, I was down. So they was like, oh, well, we got an 18. So they tried the 18, and they was like, well, this will work, but you can't lose no more weight. And I was like, no, I'm thinking to myself, I need a size 16 because I know I'm going to still be killing it. So 2 weeks before the wedding, I stopped working out, but I still was losing weight. I still was eating. I still was doing everything I had to do. And by the time my wedding hit, I started at like 258. And by the time my wedding had got, I was at 238. So I was like dropping sizes. And on the day of my wedding dress was still too big, and it was too late to get it altered. You can actually see like it was puckering because I had a form-fitting mermaid wedding dress, and I wish I could have, that's the con of doing things live. You can't show pictures. But, shoot, I don't want to get up to go get it. I don't know why. I'm just in here. But, no pictures in here. I'm drinking my green tea right now, guys. What? Sorry. This is the first time I'm drinking it with no sugar. I'm trying to go hard in the paint. So green tea with no stevia, no sugar, no honey, nothing. Just green tea. So, by the time our honeymoon came, I was still dropping weight. Then we got married in April. Then my mom fell into a coma in May, and this was 2015. Then my mom passed away officially. No, my mom fell into a coma the year before, but I thought, praying and having faith that she was going to come out of it. She never came out of it. And so May 31st is when, 2015 is when she officially passed away. And, being the oldest child and trying to keep your siblings and your other parent, I'm thinking, I got to be strong, I got to be like what my mom would want. So I suppressed a lot of feelings of how I felt about her passing away. And this is kind of like the first time really opening up more about it, because I try to not think about it. I try to just push it down, and I just try to think like, I know my mom's not here because me and my mom was best friends, and I just tried to like push away those feelings because I gotta be strong. I got so much to do, and I can't afford a breakdown. So instead of communicating how I feel, I think I internalized a lot of that and compensated that with eating. But telling you this story, I told you guys this is going to be a long emotional video. So, that was 2015, May 31st, 2015. So we did everything we needed to do. And before I had came out, me and my husband, we were like, okay, we want to start a family. And this was after being married for a year, renewing our vows in 2015. We got married in 2014. We're renewing our vows in 2015. And before my mom passed away, we were like, we had already been together for 5 years, going on 6 years at that point. And we had never got pregnant. So I'm going to the doctors. The doctor said that the first doctor I went to, he said that I had some cysts on my uterus. So when I went away, taking care of my the stuff with my mom when she passed away, in the process of that, I guess the cyst had fell off, and I was still losing weight. And when I had came back from California to come back to North Carolina where I live, and go back to work, this was in July. So I was in California from May all the way into July. So when I came back home in July, I was at my lowest weight at 228. And I hadn't seen 228 since I was probably like 21. And at this time, I was like 31. And so, I couldn't really be ecstatic about how I was losing weight or that I was starting to look good. And I felt like I could tell in my body that I had lost weight. I could tell I felt lighter. I had more energy. I was more, but I was grieving. And now we want to start a family. And we naturally conceived. I went to the doctor. They helped me to time when we needed to ovulate and when we needed to, or when I was ovulating, and we got pregnant. So when literally, it happened super quick. I went to the doctors. They told me this is your ovulation. And I want to say a week later, I was pregnant. They couldn't believe it. And I was like, I took a test. The test said, I took 5 tests. Even my husband maybe take 3 more tests. And we found out we were pregnant. So that was the end of July. Going into August, I started noticing I was bleeding heavily. I went to the emergency room, and it was like, it's possible that you're having a miscarriage. So this was August 2015. Then September 2015, I started a new job and officially was deemed that I had miscarried. So starting a new job, I lost my mom in May 2015. I lost our baby August 2015. Well, September 2015. I started a new job 2015. Training extremely depressed. Extremely depressed. And starting a new job. And really just feeling like I wanted to die. Felt like I was by myself. And even though my husband was there and he was so supportive, I just kept suppressing and kept eating and kept suppressing and kept eating. And I would just have these outbursts of just emotions, crying on people that I didn't even know, strangers. And I felt so embarrassed about crying because I was depressed about losing my mom. I was depressed about losing our baby. And I just felt like I just needed time to just get everything out and just mourn. But at that time, my husband, he did what he really felt. And he felt like it was just best for me to keep working. And so I just kept working, and I just kept getting more depressed and just eating and not talking about it and not vote like saying out loud because, I just didn't want to think about losing my mom. I didn't want to break down on people. And so I just kept gaining weight. So all the 30 pounds that I had lost, I gained it back plus some more. So, I didn't want to admit it. Nobody wants to admit when they gaining weight. Nobody wants to admit when they bigger. Nobody wants to admit when they're not their best because you don't know that you're not your best. You just know that you're going through the motions. So for 2 years, I worked miserable doing family and children Medicaid. Miserable. Helping people who are now getting pregnant, helping them to get their medical together so they can be able to afford the care for their newborn baby or unborn child was so depressing. And it was just so miserable because even in the time of us, even me working it for the 2 years, we were still trying to get pregnant. And then we had infertility problems, going on 2 different sets of fertility pills. And the first round, we had a false pregnancy, and that just hit more. And it just was like, had me thinking inside, like, do I really want to have a baby? Like, I don't know if I can handle this. I'm still not over losing my mom. How can I be a mom to somebody when my mom's not here? Like, who's going to help me to be the mom that my mom was to me when my mom is no longer here? And I just started to feel isolated, and I just kept eating and kept gaining more and more weight. And it was just getting out of control. So now, 2017, I was like posting videos. You guys see me working out. I'm doing my little row machine, 20 20-minute workout on a row machine. So, I would lose a couple of pounds here, and I would do juicing, and I would do meal preps. And, my best friend, she lost 100 pounds in a year, and I love her. And I'm asking her advice, like, what did you do? Can you tell me what you did? But I wasn't really ready to lose the weight. Like, she was telling me all the stuff, and I would go through the motions. I would do the meal prep that she made for me. Shout out to Go Gym, Be Fit. And I would do it. I would lose weight in that week. But then the next week, I'll be back to eating my old unhealthy habits. Not in the mindset ready to lose weight. Not in the mindset to change. Still just lingering on and being depressed. And holding on to all the things that been keeping me depressed because I really wasn't dealing with anything. I was just going to work, come home, and be there. And I wasn't really there. And my husband really low-key was like, yo, you a bad wife. You're not cooking, you're not cleaning, you're not doing anything, you ain't taking care of yourself. I'm doing everything, and I need my partner, and I need my wife. And I was like, still mourning the loss of my mom, still mourning the loss of our unborn child, and gaining more weight. And I have this handsome man that I prayed for, that God blessed me, and I couldn't be the wife that he deserved because I was too depressed and too in my feelings about what I've lost and didn't see what God blessed me with. And I'm telling you, when you are going through things, transition after transition after transition, and you don't have any time to bounce back from all the transitions that you're going through, something is going to break. and something is going to be let down. And I was letting myself down. So 2016, I found blogging. I started blogging, started getting my feelings out. So y'all can go to my website, see some of those blogs that I have up, and that's at www.indigometellus.com. And I started blogging about the experience that I had, the things that I was feeling, the loss of my mom, the loss of our child, the just gaining weight about being a bad wife and starting to figure out how to be a better wife, how to be a better Indigo, how to be a better me, how to be a better child in God, how to be a better sister, how to cope with the loss of a parent, how to cope with the loss of an unborn child. Like, how do you cope with these things? And started feeling a little better, starting to work out a little bit better, starting to lose a little bit of weight. But I still wasn't ready. I still wasn't I still wasn't ready to really lose the weight, because I knew that we were still trying to work on having a baby. And every time I would go back, or every time I would do a test and it would show that I wasn't pregnant, or people would come and say their comments, oh, you look like the type of person that don't want no baby. And it's like, that's not it. It's not that I don't want to have any children. It's just that I'm going through something right now that is not allowing me to get pregnant. I would love to be a mother, but I'm struggling right now. And I couldn't understand why. And people coming and saying negative comments like that, like they don't know what you're going through, especially if you're not out there putting it out there for them to know. So for people to say things like, you look like you don't want to have children, that was like even more devastating to me, which made me even more depressed, that made me eat more, and made me just, really feel like, dang. And I'm looking in the mirror, I'm putting on clothes and my stuff is tight, and I'm like, and I don't look the way that I used to look, or feel attractive. It weighs on your confidence, it weighs on you, and it makes you even want to dig more into what you feel makes you feel better. And food is what made me feel better. And then where we lived, it was like restaurant galore. So my husband has been slender majority of his life. So, well, all of his life. And going to restaurants all the time was like, let's go eat, let's go eat, let's go eat. And it's like, dang, I can't keep up with you eating. Like, my metabolism is slow. It's like snail slow. Like, I don't even want to move slow. How slow my metabolism is. And it was like, I'm overeating. And I know what I should do. I know how to eat healthy. I did this before. I lost weight before. But I wasn't there. And, when you have a spouse and they're like, well, they're trying to motivate you the best way that they know how to motivate you, it's like you take everything negative, especially if you're a sensitive person like I am. I take everything. I was taking it negative. I was taking it, well, he's not attracted to me. Well, I'm not attracted to myself. And it just was like a lot. So finding my blog, videoing, starting to do these videos, starting to, feel like encouraging other people. I started to hear the words that I was speaking to you guys about keeping your faith, about being encouraged, about waiting for the person that God has for you. Really being a educator on healthy foundation building with faith, to wait on the person that God has for you, really started to help encourage me, because I was sharing my journey and what I went through in the process of me with feeling that I never was going to get married, because I wanted to share that even for a person who thought she was never going to get married, that God, when you trust him and you believe in him, that he will bless you with the person he has for you. But that's not what I'm here to talk about to you guys. You can check those videos out on my YouTube, on my Instagram, on my Facebook, and it's all at Indigo Metellus. But this weight, I'm looking at videos. I'm all glammed up. I got makeup on. Like, now you guys see, I like to give it to you guys real, and also like to give it to you guys glamorous. And right now it's real. The brows are not done. I just took off my my Barbie lashes, and I feel like I'm bald, looking at myself real bald over here. I can't even blink and no lash, nothing. But I wanted to give it to you guys real. And I wanted to let you guys know that, you know, this weight thing is real. So, drinking some green tea with no sugar or nothing, just regular green tea. But like I stated earlier in the video, one of the students was like, Miss Indigo, you need to share, you should start sharing your weight journey. So I was opposed to sharing it because last year I started sharing it. And I felt like if I put it out there in the public, they can hold me accountable. If people see me slipping, then they can ask me questions and be like, hey, are you back on it? Hey, are you losing weight? Hey, where's the videos? But I started to fall back into my old habits. I wasn't posting no videos about working out, trying to rebrand, trying to figure it all out. So, and eventually stopped working out. So this year, 2018, I gave you guys a lot. I wanted to give you kind of like a breakdown of my story, and there's videos about my story on here. You could go to my blog and read it, and that's at www.indigometellus.com. But I really just wanted to get on here because since February 2nd, I've been taking back my weight journey, my fitness journey, and I started going to a gym here in Greensboro called AWOL, and which is a way of life. Shout out to Coach Lynch. Hey, but I, you know, went, seen the coach, started talking to him, and he was like, write down your goals, which I haven't did because they're in my brain, but I need to write it down. And he was like, it's a lifestyle change. It's more than just working out. And I was like, yeah, working out is nothing to me. Working out is the easy part. It's the eating part that is the hard part. So I started all February 2nd. He put me on the scale that they had. And after getting off the scale, I realized I've been walking around with a fat suit on. That the real Indigo is under all of this fat. And it made me wake up. And I was like, I'm 262 pounds. Wow. That's a lot to look at that on the scale and realize that this potentially could be my biggest. And I probably could have been bigger before, but never actually waited. But to see that I'm at 262, and that was February the 2nd, that really, like, I gotta be on it. And so I made a promise to myself, or I spoke to myself and talked to God, and I was like, God, every day that you allow me to wake up, I'm going to go work out. And then I realized that, dang, that's every day I'm alive, that I'm about to be killing it in the game. Like, can you really do this? And I started doubting myself. But then I also had to, you know, realize that I have to kill the old Indigo and the old thought process and everything that I've been holding on to as a security blanket to keep myself at this weight. You know, I have to finally mourn my mom. It's okay to mourn the loss of a miscarriage. You can mourn that, but you don't have to let that be who you are. You don't have to continue to live in that. And so, no, I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that it is real. But I love you guys, and I thank you guys for your support. I thank you guys for the encouragement. And I wanted to let you guys know that I'm still going hard in the paint. I'm still March. I've only missed 2 times of, well, I only missed one time of not working out, and that was yesterday because um, my knees are really hurting, and now I'm doing flag football, something I will never have done. But I'm doing flag football, and we have practice today, and we got 2 games tomorrow. So I had to make a decision on cutting something loose since I'm gonna be really going through it real hard this weekend. But I wanted to keep you guys posted. I just wanted to get on here and share, and I'm officially down like 5 pounds. I'm still working on the eating. I ain't gonna lie. I just finished a 3-day cleanse, and to be honest, y'all, I last night I indulged in some pizza and a little chocolate cake, and it was the worst. It gave me the worst headache ever. So yeah, that's why I'm did my little ABC this morning in my I'm on my green cleanse, and I will be starting the intermittent fasting. Yes, I will be starting to do intermittent fasting. I think I'm gonna start well today. So I'll be eating at 12. And I think I'm gonna do what is it? 8-12. So I'm gonna eat for 8 hours and fast for 12 hours. So keep you guys posted on that and what that looks like. And just want you guys to support me. I'm gonna support you guys. This weight journey is no joke. And yeah, so I'll be doing that intermittent fasting. So I'll keep you guys posted. I think I'm gonna try to do it. I've been watching videos, and I've been seeing people do it for like 7 days. People doing it for 21 days. People been doing it for 5 months. So I can't give you guys a deadline because I just really started. I just really thought about doing it. I've been thinking about it for a while, but this week I kind of was doing it with the juicing because I did a 3-day juice cleanse with just Julie. And so that they give you, I went on Groupon, used the little sales code, got it for $47 for 3 days of juices and 3 days of soups. So it had, then I went to her website, and you have to pay the $29 for shipping. So the whole kit in itself is $125. So basically, I saved about, $50 basically. But still, $50 I saved. And it was, each day you get 3 juices and 3 soups. Now, the juices were fine because they don't cold press their juices. And basically, it was the lemonade cleanse, and they added some pomegranate juice in it. So it was spicy pomegranate lemonade and a chai seed berry that you have for dinner, and then a sweet spin, which was like kale, spinach, banana, filtered water. So what I'm gonna do this week is I'm gonna make my own juices while I intermittent fast, and I'm gonna do the green tea that I'm doing right now. So I'll do a video of this week and try to get that posted to show you guys how I'm doing my intermittent fasting. Like I said, I'm gonna do the 12-8. Some people are doing the 420, which is 4 hours of eating, 20 hours of fasting. I ain't at that level yet, but I'm gonna start slow and steady, and I'll keep you guys posted. This is your girl, Indigo Metellus. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you guys share. I also do relationship education. I'm in the process of getting all of that stuff rebranded. So it's relationship education, faith driven, how to have a healthy relationship foundation with yourself, with God, so that way you can value the wait while you are waiting for God to bless you with your potential mate. If that is your desire to get married, I would say that because not everybody wants to get married. But also join me in this fitness journey. I'm going to keep you guys posted. I work out like every day, except for like yesterday. That was the only day I missed because now I'm doing flag football. I'll keep y'all posted on that too. But It's just this year. Oh, I didn't even tell you the purpose of why I'm losing weight. The reason why it finally clicked in me. Like I said, I went to the gym this year. Me and my husband, he really were ready to have a family. And at first I was like, that might be stupid to lose weight just to get pregnant. But it encouraged me this morning. I was on Glow and I seen women posting pictures of themselves losing weight to get pregnant. And I was like, wow, thank you, God, because this whole time I just thought, like, that's so stupid. I'm losing weight and my body's starting to look good. The curves is coming. The curves is they coming. And I was like, now, you losing this weight, but you know, I'm losing weight to start our family. So just keep praying for us. Keep praying that God will bless us. And for the people that made the little comments about me looking like I don't want children, it's not that. It's that you don't know the struggle. You don't know the journey. God knows. So just continue to pray for me. Continue to uplift me. And I'll do the same thing for you guys. And I just thank God for everything that he's bringing me through. Somebody said that tears are a sign of strength. So I just thank God for every tear that I'm shedding, because you are seeing the strength and the resilience that he is building in me. And as long as I'm here on this earth, as long as I have air in my body, breath in my body, I'm going to continue to speak what God gives me to speak. I'm going to continue to encourage you guys in your relationships, in your families, in love. And I'm just going to continue to speak, whatever God is giving me to speak, because y'all just don't know. This way journey is just, it can be a struggle if you allow it to be. But just like the word of God says, walk by faith. I'm walking by faith that he is working things out in my favor. I'm walking by faith that he is renewing my strength in him. I'm walking by faith that everything that I have gone through, that everything he allows me to share with you guys, that it will touch you guys, it will build you guys up, and will encourage you guys to be your best, to live your best, to do your best, to be your best, to be who God is calling y'all to be. Because at the end of the day, it's about living and being your best, and living and being your best in God, and doing your best in him. So let me keep it cute at the end, because my lashes is gone. I just wanted to let you guys know, stay encouraged. And I'm Indigo Metellus. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, because I always forget to tell you guys that. You can find me on all social media platforms at Indigo Metellus. And I will be now doing my relationship talk, tough talk, love talk, every Wednesday. So you guys can find me on Facebook Live doing that, chatting it up, keeping it real, because you guys do want to be in healthy, driven relationships that are built on healthy foundations. And I will be posting the video of this week's intermittent, put too many in there, my intermediate fasting. I'm doing the 12-8. So that's eating for 8 hours, and not all throughout the whole 8 hours, but fasting for 12 hours. So I'm gonna start eating at 12 p.m. and finishing up at 8 p.m. And I think I'm gonna continue with the 3 meals and the snacks. I will post what I have ate this week, and keep it real with you guys, the struggle and all, because there's some stuff out there that I want to try, but also at the same token, I don't want to just lose weight. I want to be about this healthy lifestyle, because I don't want to get back up to this. I don't want this weight to be a struggle for life. So y'all pray for your girl. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all share. And I'm Indigo Metellus. Bye.